Welcome along to our day 2 of our 10-minute live streams. So today we're focusing on balance and being mindful that balance just doesn't mean physical balance, also mental balance. So we'll start with a bit of breath work. So just find your way into any comfortable seat. You can sit kneeling like me. You can sit on a cushion if you happen to have a cushion nearby. Couch cushion would work. Just relaxing your arms, hands resting somewhere in your lap. You can close your eyes down or look towards the floor, and just to find balance in the mind, draw your attention to the space you're in, the body that you're in, and the breath that's moving through. Feel that breath flowing in and out, and focus your attention to that. Perhaps seeing if you could slow the breath down a little bit. And taking one more breath, just sitting here like this. And then as you find the exhale, you can gently open your eyes. Find your way onto your hands and your knees as a tabletop position. You want your hands about outer shoulder distance apart, fingers spread nice and wide, flat palmed on the floor. Just take a moment to pause here. We're going to start our balance through a tabletop position. So following your next exhale, and just simply reaching that right arm forward, you can start with your fingertips on the floor first. And then as you inhale, lifting that right arm up. And then as you exhale, lowering the right hand down. So that right hand still reaching forward. The inhale lifts the right arm up, nice and long and straight. And then the exhale lowers that arm down. So keep moving for yourself. And you'll probably notice that as the lift of the arm comes, that the rest of your body takes on the weight of that arm lift. Pressure down through the left arm, a little more weight through the back of the legs maybe. Next time that right arm comes up, keep it lifted. Keep the belly in. Follow the breath. And then exhale, lower the right hand down next to the left again. Pause between sides. Balanced, smooth breath. And then we do the other side. So as you're breathing here, inhale, walking the left hand forward, starting with the fingertips on the floor. Keeping a sense of weight down through the rest of your body. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, left arm down. So you find a steadiness in your body. Inhaling, lifting the arm up. Exhaling, lowering it down. Finding that steadiness in your body as you're trying to find an evenness of balance with only 3 limbs on the floor rather than 4. Next time you lift that left arm up, keep it lifted. Palm facing in if you like, belly engaged. Keep the breath flowing. And then exhale, left hand comes down next to the right. Just pausing again in the tabletop. I'm going to bring a similar action into the legs here. You may find just to take the weight off the wrist, you might want to walk your hands forward a little bit. And then as you next inhale, take your right leg back, again starting toes on the floor. Right leg back, right toes on the ground. Feeling this change of weight distribution through that left leg and hands. And then as you inhale, right leg up. Exhale down. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale down. And again, noticing what happens in the rest of your body as you move here. Parts of the body kind of trying to take on the weight, managing to balance you. Lifting that right leg up as you inhale, stay there for a moment. Push back through the right heel. And if you'd like to add a little bit of a challenge here, lift your left hand off the floor and reach it forward in front of you like you were doing just before when we were balancing with the hands. Take 2 breaths here. Feel the wobbles if they're there. And then exhale, left hand down, right knee down, back to tabletop. Breathe in and out. And we find the other side. So we inhale, left leg back, toes on the floor to start. Inhale, leg up. Exhale, leg down. Keep flowing. Remembering it's not just about balancing the body. Try and keep your attention here as well so the mind doesn't get knocked over, as they say. So the next time you're inhaling, that left leg lifts, keep it there. Keep the breath flowing. Active through that left heel, pushing it back. Option to just give you the extra challenge, press through the left hand, right arm reaching forward, palm can face in. 2 breaths here. Feel the wobbles. Yoga balance. Wobbles are part of that. Exhale, right hand down, left knee down, sway your hips side to side. And from here, we're going to come up to a standing position. So you can stand up or tuck your toes and push back to a down dog. And then walking hands and feet together. Coming into a forward fold position over your legs. So we're going to find our weight to stand onto one leg here. So you want to make sure you can touch the floor with your hands. If not, have some height under your hands or bend your knees deep enough so you can touch the floor. Come back to your breath. Move your weight over to just your left leg. Push your left foot down like you're growing roots into the earth. And then as you inhale, take the right leg up behind you. Stay still here for about 3 to 4 breaths. Push out through the right heel. If you want that challenge, lift your hands off the floor. So you're wobbling on just your left leg. One more breath here. Standing splits, as they call it. Exhale, right leg down next to the left and just hang. That left leg might need a little bit of a relief. Give it a shake. And then we find the other side. So bringing the weight to that right foot, pressing down through the right foot. Inhale, left leg comes up behind you, active through the left foot. Hands can be on the floor or more of that balance challenge, hands off the floor. Keep the breath flowing. If you wobble, let yourself wobble. If you fall out, let yourself fall out. That's why it's called balance. Take one more breath. Lower that left leg next to the right. Place your hands back down. Step back to a downward dog. And then lower the knees down. We finish in a child's pose. The toes are touching behind you, knees out wide. Hips to heels, forehead either on the hands or the floor. Stretching out through the hips from all that glute work with your balance. Refocus your mental balance. Feeling where you are in the room. Where you are in your body. And where you are with your breath. You're welcome to stay in your child's pose as long as you like. Or if you prefer to finish your practice here, just walk your hands back up towards you, coming back to the seated position you started with. And that's our 10 minutes of yoga balance. Thanks for joining live stream. And if you joined after, thanks for your practice. Namaste.